get into this edition of Why You Don't Need. So I got my palettes ready. We're gonna dupe out the new Glamlite collection. So in these videos, what I normally do is I'll have palettes that I picked out from the new makeup releases I did on Friday. And then Sunday, we'll go over some palettes and you'll help me pick out which palette to use for the Why You Don't Need and what eyeshadow we're going to be duping out. So I'm going to start off with the Edward palette. And I got three, oop, I got three palettes here for us to choose from. So of course I told you all in the new makeup releases Friday that I felt like the Friday the 13th palette from Glamlite was really similar to the Edward palette. So I wanted to start off with that one. This is what it looks like on the inside. If you all remember, I think that one has a little bit of purple in it, but it does have a lot of these same shades. Like I remember these two tones in particular being in there, and like kind of like the neutral section right here. So I feel like this could be a good contender for it. So you all can tell me down below if you are feeling this palette or not. I'm definitely feeling it. I think it's really cute. So I think this could be a good contender for it. It has the same vibes as that and everything. So I'm like, there we go. Then I got the one from Kiss and Glamlite. Again, another palette that looks really similar to a palette they already coming out with. So remember, this is a Team Edward. So this is what the inside of the palette looks like. And again, it has a lot of the similar shades that you see in that palette for Edward. Team Edward, I'm told. I've never watched Twilight, so I don't know. But this color story really reminded me of that palette, the Edward palette. So that's why I wanted to pick this one out in particular for it to show. It has those same purples, those reds, the nice navy blue in there. So I feel like this could be a good contender. So far we're trying to decide between this one and Friday the 13th. Because as you can see, they have a pattern of using a lot of the same color stories, which is why I feel like they have to constantly discontinue stuff. Because it's like nobody's going to keep buying the same color story over and over and over again. I do it for educational purposes, and sometimes their formula changes and things like that. So that's the type of stuff I have to keep in mind, and that's why I do it. But as a general consumer, I feel like you're not gonna buy every single one they come out with. I do have a good amount though, and these are the two that I feel like would look nice with it so far. I have one more to show you, and then we will move on into the Team Jacob palette apparently. Because like I said, I don't watch Twilight. I don't know. I'm going off what I think the palette said because I can't look it up because I'm using my phone to do this live. Next we have the Sinister palette. So this palette is the third palette I have to compare to the Glamlite and Team Edward palette that they had come out with. Again, I feel like a lot of these colors are similar. Now, not necessarily the purple. It's more like the reds and the grays in here. But this doesn't have like the navy blues that we would need. So that's why I wanted to show it last because I'm like, I don't see it being exactly what I needed to be in order to get the vibe I'm going for when we're trying to dupe out this Glamlite X Twilight palette. I feel like this palette may not exactly do it for us, which is why it was third. So this is the third one I had to show you. The first one I told you all was this one, the Freddy Krueger one. It's really similar to that palette. And then we had the Kiss palette. The formula of the Kiss palette isn't that great though. Like the formula out of all three of these, this is probably the worst out of all of them. I thought it was horrible to be perfectly honest. The only reason I keep it is for color reference and to reference the brand and when I have to do videos on which palettes to skip on because I know this one goes on sale a lot of the time. So I don't want you wasting your money on it because, well, it sucks. I'm sorry. I hate to say it. It sucks. I know they were really proud of it and the owner was happy to get it and she liked the hey Sarah and she liked the formula. I mean she liked what is this? Kiss the band, but like the form on this palette is horrible. I am so sorry. And other people that she sent it to in PR said the same thing. So it's not like I'm just out here trying to bash the brand. Like the formula on this palette is terrible. But we're tied between this palette and this palette when it comes to picking out which why you don't need eyeshadow to do. So Sarah, which one do you think? Do you like this one or do you like this one when it comes to the Glamlite X Edward palette? Because that's what I'm trying to pick right now. I feel like this one is a good contender. However, I feel like this one has more punchy like colors in it and a little bit more variety to choose from. So I kind of want to go with this, but let me know which one you like, Sarah. I also had picked up the Sinister palette from Cosmic Beauty, but I just don't feel like it's going to have enough shades in it because there's supposed to be a dark navy blue in the other one from what I remember. And as you can see, there's no navy blue in here. Well, hello, pal pal. So, I don't know. Let me know which one you like. Now, let's get into Team, what is it? Team Jacob, because there's Team Edward and then Team Jacob. So, Team Jacob's palette looked a lot like the Freddy Krueger green palette they had already come out with. So, again, y'all know I don't. Sauces. Oh, no. sauces. There aren't any sauces. Hello. Variety of the yeah, I like the variety of Kiss palette. Okay, Sarah. So I'm gonna use the Kiss palette to do the Edward review. But yeah, doesn't this look really similar to the Jacob palette? I feel like the Jacob palette has a little bit more neutrals to it than this one does. But otherwise, I feel like these look exactly the same. Like I feel like they're giving the same vibe, and I'm just kind of like, I definitely want to use this one. Yeah, it's palettes. So what I'm trying to do is I do a series every week where I have you all help me pick out eyeshadow palettes, and then I dupe out eyeshadow palettes that are new to the market with older ones. This time is from the same brand, but other times it's been like from different brands, but they came out with similar color stories, and you might already have those in your collection. I don't want you like wasting money buying new ones when we have old ones. So yeah, I definitely feel like this is giving more of the Jacob palette vibes though, like easily. This is easily giving Team Jacob 100%, and then you wouldn't have to buy that palette. Now, if you're a Twilight lover, I understand you want to go get it, but I'm like, from a financial standpoint, I don't really care. I have never seen Twilight, so I don't know. And this one gives the exact same color story to me, so I personally think that we can go with this one. But I did pull out two more. Now, this brand might be a little controversial to you. Oh, okay. Well, no, I do eyeshadow palettes, not sauces. Sorry. I get this KKW Beauty. I know she's like what is the brand now? I think it's like Skims Beauty or something like that. I don't know. But this palette I felt like gave some of the similar vibes to it as well. I honestly don't want to use this one though, just because her new eyeshadow formula might not be the same. But I thought the color story was really nice, so maybe we could do something with that. I'm not 100% sure, but it gives me similar vibes. If anything, I feel like this is more warm tone version of this palette though, Sarah, don't you? Like it's just giving more warm tone, and I feel like Jacobs gives like a mixture of warm tone and cool tone. But I'm still leaning toward this one. But I always do these to see what you all think and how you all feel about them. But I'm definitely feeling this one. And then last one, again, the last one is usually one that I feel like doesn't 100% go with what we got going on. But I like it, so I show it and get your opinion on it. So this is the Earthy palette from BH Cosmetics. Well, thank you, Pal Pal. Maybe I don't usually do sauces. I have done fragrances though, if that makes you feel better. I did fragrances yesterday. This one, I felt like when it came to the shimmers, it might work, but I feel like there's too many like pops of like my type of green, which is more bright greens, and there's not even neutrals in here. So I feel like this one wouldn't go as well with it as the one from Glamlite themselves. So the fact that I could pull up palettes from your brand and dupe it twice over, I feel like isn't like the best thing. So I don't know. I think we just gonna go with this one right there. Like I feel like we should just go ahead and go with this Glamlite palette. Oh, you're in Italy. Cool. Welcome. Thank you. That's so cool. How is the weather over there? Because it's raining over here. I'm in Chicago. And it's been raining on and off like all day long. But yeah, so this one, right? Yeah. So Glamlite is just gonna dupe themselves in this round, which is what I love to do, believe it or not, because I like to show that like, you don't have to buy the new packaging every single time. You can use the older packaging. So Team Edward, Team Jacob. I am curious though, which team are you all if you actually watch Twilight? Because I've never watched it, so I don't know. But like I say, I usually just pick the werewolf, which is Team Jacob, which would be the green one. So that's what I choose. But that's just me. Well, that's all I had to talk to you all about. So this live was actually pretty short. But you're curious what's going on with my eyes, though. This is actually a battle on my eyes. So Sarah, this is the battle of the Glen Bunny palette versus the Instant Rain palette. Remember, I just did Twisted Tea Party and said that was a dupe. So this is battling both of them side by side. Seeing the first one was enough for you. Okay, I heard that. Oh, it was raining cats and dogs today. Oh, okay. Wow. So you're all the way in Italy. And it was raining really bad for you, just like it was raining bad for me. Okay. Oh, okay. I don't remember going to Italy. My mom took me to Italy when I was a child. So I was like 2 years old. So I don't remember Italy at all. I do want to come one day and like see the sights. So I feel like that'll be fun. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed. We have our two palettes, and I will talk to you next week when we pick out some more palettes. Bye, guys. Bye, Pal Pal. Bye, Sarah.